what stands out? There's a lot going on in this bracket.
There's a lot going on, and I'm just shocked at how incredibly difficult it looks like the road for North Carolina. I mean, I think you could make a fair argument for Indiana being seated higher than they are. I think you could make a fair argument for Kentucky's being seated higher than they are.
Well, they're seated lower than the team that they beat today. In the
who they tied
final.
with and who they tied with in the regular season,
right.
For the SEC regular season.
Interesting to see them as a 4. And then IU, there was questions about how would the committee look at IU, because they did win the Big Ten, and full credit to them. But because of the way the schedule works, that they ended up getting home games against a couple of teams that were at the top half that they didn't play on the road, and obviously they moved them down to the 5 line, which is an interesting point.
And certainly didn't help. They lost their quarterfinal.
Sure, to Michigan on a buzzer beater.
Yep. And then you look at West Virginia. I mean, West Virginia. I love West Virginia and Kentucky. And I certainly didn't expect them to be in the same regions. They were 2 teams I was thinking, I'm going to pick them both to go to the Final Four. Obviously, I can't do that. I can't even do that. And Carolina was probably my 3rd team that I was going to pick for the Final Four.
By rule, you cannot pick 3 teams from one region to make the Final Four. You only get to pick one of them.
Yeah, this is wow. And
Does it surprise you to see Xavier on the 2 line?
It doesn't. It doesn't. But if that matchup occurs, 2 versus 3, you want to talk about toughness and physicality between. I mean, we talked before the show about West Virginia and having such appreciation for doing a game of theirs in person this year. And that was without Jonathan Holton, who might be their toughest, most physical guy. And then watching Xavier play this year, and they bring that same type of element.